Hello, my fellow gladiators, spectators, and warriors. It has been about 2.5 weeks since I spoke with you last, and we are weighing in at 197 pounds. Welcome to another episode of Resurrecting Hercules. The leg press, one of my favorite leg exercises. Last week we hit this with 6 plates, which is 540 pounds. So this week I put 25s on the side, so it's 590 pounds or 267 kilograms. I hit this for a first set of 8 reps here, I believe, and then I went to 6 reps, 6 reps, 5 reps. Then I took off the quarter and one of the plates and then went for 12 reps for the next 3 sets, I believe. It was an extremely high volume day and it felt amazing to make this kind of progress. The amount of looks I get with this pink hair
is amazing. It's great.
So much more fun than having regular hair.
It really is.
So right now we are at Wobba Grill. Actually, Obese to Beast just got picked up by these guys like a couple of weeks ago, which is really cool.
Because I eat it all the time anyways.
He's treating me to food right now because we just finished a workout. But the reason I want to record this is just to let you guys know that I'm planning on doing about 3 and maybe 4 at max eating out times a week. Does that didn't make no sense. That make this sense? Any sense?
That makes sense.
No sense? I've got diet brain right now. I'm gonna try to eat out 4 times at most, but I'm gonna average about 3 times out. So I wanted to show you one of the meals that I'm eating out, and then I'll show you after the scene one of the meals that I'm eating pretty currently, like pretty consistently throughout the week. So only my second time eating here. I ate once here in LA, so I let Obese to Beast order for me, and he got me this teriyaki tofu bowl. They're out of broccoli, so usually there's tons of broccoli in here too, but it's like a little bit of cabbage, some carrots, a ton of white rice, and then they got the tofu slabs right here, and we got some hot sauce, and we got some Wobba sauce. I really don't know. I have only eaten here once, but I really do like this food, so I'm about to chow down. Welcome to the Grandma Kitchen, everybody. Let me show you what I'm cooking. I got a little bit of this paste picante salsa, and I'm gonna put this into what I've got cooking already. This is one of my go-to whole meals. So like what I got here is black beans, corn, brown rice. I got diced up tomatoes that I cut up. I've got some wheat gluten right here, so that's great for the protein extra in there. I've got 2 different types of greens here, so I don't know what type of green this one is on top. Anybody wanna drop that in the comments? I don't remember what this is. Someone else got it for me. And then I got spinach right here. I've added a little bit of soy sauce to this. Oh yeah, and a little bit of Chipotle Tabasco sauce, and then also I'm gonna add this salsa at the end, and then that's gonna be it. So I'm just gonna take this and probably like that much, and there you go. That's my meal right now, and there you go. This is gonna be so freaking good right now. I try to eat at least 2 very large whole foods meals throughout the day. That way, if I do want to have some Gardein or something processed, I don't feel quite as bad about it, because I do think that whole foods is obviously the best way to eat.
So this is gonna be my 3rd set of 5 reps at 275 pounds. Just doing back squats, and hopefully if I hit this, after this I'm gonna be doing front squats and overhead squats as well. So my leg days kind of turned into just different squat variation days, but this is what I'm going for. I was going for 3 sets of 5, so this is gonna be the last set right here.
This is heavy ass weight too. 275, let's do it, baby. Come on, brother, come on. One more, baby. Down and up, through the heels. Oh, easy, give it a little pause to make it harder. Damn, Hercules got some competition.
If it ever goes easier than I wanted it to, I'll put a pause on the last one.
Yeah, I saw that, that was nice, man. As a lot of you guys know, I've been fighting quite a few different deviations in my posture and a lot of problems that have stemmed from it, like scoliosis and a shoulder impingement that stopped me from doing a lot of shoulder stuff. So I've been really concentrating on rehabilitative stretches and exercises to try and correct my posture so that I become pain-free and I can continue lifting the way that I want to. So right now I'm going to show you some and talk you through some of these stretches that I do after a leg day to correct my posture and also to work on my legs. This is one of my favorite stretches right here. This one focuses on stretching your upper back, your your thoracic. And if you end up sitting most of the day, then this one might help you a lot, because this one for me personally has helped my tightness in my thoracic, because it gets very tight from sitting in a chair all day. It's super simple. Just position yourself like a dog on all fours, and then take one of your arms straight and pass it through the other arm like you're seeing on screen. It's going to stretch all of your back. Hold that stretch for at least 30 seconds. Here's another one that I like a lot. All you're going to need is a fascia roller. You're going to put that to your side. You're going to bring one of your legs to a 90-degree bend. You're going to put that on top of the fascia roller, and you're going to keep pressure on that knee on top of the fascia roller. The other leg is completely straight, and then you're just going to do what I'm doing. You're just going to splay your torso out as flat as you can. I can't even reach my shoulder. My left shoulder, you can see, is not touching the ground, but if you can, then lay completely flat. Again, holding this for 30 seconds both sides. And then I'm going to do quite a few stretches that are just general leg stretches. I'm not going to show you all of them, but the important ones that I really like. This one is for your quad. Basically, you just put your foot under your butt, lean back. You should feel it stretch the front of your quad. Then this one is for the back of your leg, the hamstring muscle. You're going to feel it tighten up quite a bit while you're doing this. You're going to have a slight bend in the knee. Get to a point where you're stretching it and you're feeling slightly uncomfortable, and hold that for 30 seconds. That's when you experience actual lengthening of the muscle, which is what you're trying to do with stretching. This one is for your glutes, your IT band, and your abductors. All you're going to do is straighten one of your legs out, and then take the other leg and pull the knee towards you. Put the foot as high as you can on the straightened leg, and you're going to feel it stretch all the side of your glutes. This one is a pretty obvious one. You've seen this in yoga before. This one's extremely easy. You're just going to straighten your arms out and raise your torso, push your chest up, and you're going to feel it stretch quite a few different areas depending on where you're tight. Next, I'm going to do a lot of fascia rolling. So basically with fascia rolling, what you're doing is you have a bunch of different muscle bundle fibers who have kind of gotten stuck together. So what you're doing is you're rolling around until you find an area that's kind of painful, and then just stay on that area. Don't move a lot, just hold on that area, because what you're trying to do is you're trying to get those stuck fibers to release finally, and by doing that, you're going to cause yourself so many good things, from posture to limberness to flexibility to strength. All sorts of different areas are going to improve, and you definitely need to implement this, man. Don't wait until after you have an injury. So here's the deal. Instead of focusing on that chest exercise that I showed you guys in the last episode, I've been feeling some shoulder impingement. So I've taken a step back because I've made a doctor appointment on the 31st. So hopefully after I see that person, I'll be able to be pushed as an outpatient out to a physical therapist who I'll be working with hopefully in the 1st to 3rd week of November. And then we'll be working on my shoulder impingement in a professional way, because that's what I've really been needing. So currently what I've been doing with my workouts is being very careful, not pushing myself any farther than I truly need. I'm keeping everything below the shoulder just to keep any sort of inflammation or impingement out of the shoulder even more so. And I've been using a little bit of a limited range of motion again to help my shoulder not be impinged any more than it needs to be. Luckily, I think my body has become conditioned to lifting weights, so no matter what I'm able to give it, it always seems to grow as long as I'm giving it the right amount of calories in a bulk. So I haven't seen myself losing size, and I've definitely been able to continue putting on size. I've taken a little bit of a break from the direct shoulder workouts themselves. And I've been focusing a lot on strengthening my lower and my middle traps as well as my rhomboids, while also putting a lot of effort into stretching and fascia rolling my chest, because I believe that I have a forward shoulder posture deviation based off of the fact that my chest is tight and my back needs to be strengthened up. So there's a couple things that I want to touch up real quick on. A lot of you guys are asking what the split is that I'm currently running. Usually I would run the high-low, which is a chest and shoulder day, a back bi and tri day, and a leg day. But right now, because of my shoulder impingement and stuff, I'm working around my shoulders, and if it feels good, I'll do a certain type of routine. If it feels bad, then I'll keep away from that more so. But basically what I'm doing right now is chest and triceps with a little bit of mid delt. If I can get it on that day, then I do back and biceps, and if I can get it, my shoulder's feeling good, I'll do a little bit of rear delt on that day. And then the other day is leg day. And then also anytime I'm feeling kind of bad, I'll keep the shoulders out, and anytime I'm feeling good, I'll put a little bit more shoulders in. I'm just trying to keep everything going without pushing myself to a limit that I'm actually gonna get more injured. Now let's talk about my weight. It was at 191 last week, and now it's 190, something like 6, I think is what the beginning of this episode showed you guys. So it's kind of a big jump for 2 weeks. A lot of people are very scared of the weight gain when it comes to beginning bulks. And a lot of people probably are thinking, you know, that I'm going too hard, that I'm gonna gain too much fat. In the beginning of my bulks, especially that first month period, I always end up gaining so much more weight than once I get maybe 2, 3, 4 months into it. Then we're gonna jump a lot like smaller amounts per week. So right now I'm averaging something like 2.5 pounds per week of weight gain, and I'm gonna end up getting to about 1.5 pounds to 1 pound per week, and then we'll drop even lower than that once we're really far into the bulk. But to be fair, how I'm feeling with my bulk right now, I feel really, really good. Like, I haven't had a bicep split like this even when I was contest prepping because I wasn't filled out. So I'm seeing myself fill out and it feels really good. But also when I'm working out, it's almost like you might have felt this when you're working out. You feel like you're just filling balloons up with blood, like my chest or my biceps or whatever there I'm working out. I'm just like feeling so strong and really connected with my muscles. And that happens once I start getting into this bulk, and I freaking really, really enjoy it a lot. As far as my calorie intake, I was going, I think 3,200 in the last episode you guys saw. I'm doing 3,400 a day this week, and I'll probably hover around this 3,400 calorie area for a while, probably a couple of months. And then once I see whether or not I'm gaining enough weight that I want to, I will up it or lower it, but most likely we'll go up. This is how it works every single time. I end up at 4,000 to 5,000 calories once I'm a couple months into the bulk. Even with my limitations and having to work around my shoulder a bit, you guys can see on screen, feel like I've been getting bigger. I feel like I've been getting more bulbous, very round. I feel like my shoulders even have come up a lot, even though I haven't been able to hit them as hard as I might have wanted to. Even my chest is filling out a lot. So I feel very thick. I feel like we're right on track for this bulk. I'm really stoked to see what's gonna happen in the next couple of months. So I'm gonna keep working my ass as hard as I can while still being smart. We'll find out more about what's going on with my shoulders and everything about what I'm gonna do to rehab myself after I see the doctor, after I see the physical therapist. But I wanna thank you guys for coming along with me, all my spectators, gladiators, and warriors. Hopefully I have some pretty exciting and amazing things to show you in the next episode of Resurrecting Hercules.